Hello students. In this question what is given that there is a fixed cylinder of radius small r and around this cylinder uh, a uniform rope of mass small m and length l that is wrapped around this cylinder, and these 2 points, these parts are actually straight parts, parallel parts, these two parts, and this string is wrapped symmetrically, right? So at the end points a uniform force or constant force F is being applied on both the ends. So of course initially in this given situation this string or this rope is in equilibrium, that is not going anywhere. But after we remove this force here from one end F, this string will begin to slide towards the right. So you have to determine the time after which this string will lose contact at some point with this cylinder, right? So let's first draw this, the top view of this is the cylinder part here, and at t equal to 0 there is only one F force that is acting towards the right. So what is happening here, that all the distributive force, all the reaction force that is acting on the string will not have any resultant value, right? So because the string can be assumed to be a straight line string, right? So we can determine the acceleration of this string, right? So all the parts of the string actually is going along the along a line, right? So this part here is actually going towards the right with some acceleration a. Similarly this part here is going towards the left with acceleration a. So we have to determine these accelerations, right? So that acceleration will be the force applied F divided by total mass, right? F by m. And at instant t, let's say in time t, this rope has traveled a distance x, right? So this point here has traveled by distance x. Similarly this point here will move by distance x. In that time period, if we apply the work energy theorem, right, so work done by this external force or work done by all the forces, because the reaction force are not going to provide any work, because the displacement of all the particles are perpendicular to the force applied by the reaction force, right? So from work energy theorem we can determine the velocity of the string or the velocity of this rope at this instant, right? So from this we get the equation mv square equal to 2fx, right? So at this instant velocity is v and acceleration is a, right? So now let us assume the tension at a distance y from this end, right? From this end where the force is being applied, and let us, for the sake of simplicity, take this rope to be as straight part right here. So this force, external force F is applied here. The tension at a distance y is, let's call tension T, right? So if we just make a free body diagram of this part only this part, so only the tension force is acting towards the right. So the tension force will be equal to mass of this left part into acceleration, right? So mass of this left part will be equal to mass density multiplied by this length, that is going to be L minus y, right? Into acceleration a, we can just substitute the value of a that we have determined as F by m, right? So here we get the tension as distance y from this end as F by L into L minus y. Now what? So we have to determine a position where this will begin to lose its contact, right? So whenever wherever position this string or this rope is losing the contact, the reaction force will be zero, right? So on this circular part we are taking any part here. We are not discussing where this part is going to be, we'll discuss about it later. So let's say we are taking this part here, a very small part of this circular part, right? So on this very small part of circle, right here, let's say this is subtending angle d theta, very small angle d theta at the center, right? So if we just make a bisector line here, right, so there the tension force is T along this direction, along this tangent, and tension along this direction can also be assumed to be same, because the distance between these 2 points are negligible, right? So tension can be assumed to be constant on this elemental part, right? So the net force and also the reaction force in general will also be acting in the outward directions, but we have taken this small part where the contact is losing, right? So if the contact is losing, that means these reaction force will be absent, so only tension force is present, and that tension force is actually providing the centripetal force, because you can just see from here that these part that are wrapping around this cylinder are actually moving on a circular path, right? So they must be having some centripetal force also. So the tension force, the resultant of tension along this center line, along this direction, this is the direction of center, right? So along this direction, the net force will be 2t sine d theta by 2, and this must provide centripetal force, that is equal to dm into v square by r, where dm is the mass of this elemental part, right? So dm value is this, and if we just use the for the small angle sine theta equal to theta, we'll get the value of t as t equal to 2fx by L, right? So how did we get to the value of x here? Because we have determined the relation between v square and x, right? From here we can get the value of t in terms of x. So let me call this equation as my second equation, right? Now what will happen that when this tension basically at this value of tension, at this particular value of tension, the string will lose contact, right? So we know that the tension value is basically decreasing with the value of y, right? So as we move away from this point here, the tension is decreasing. So whenever this tension as it goes decreasing reaches this exact value, the contact will be losing, right? So if we just look at here in this diagram here, so we just have to take the distance at the maximum value, right? So on this circle we have to take the point, which is at the farthest from this point, and that is where this rope will lose contact first, right? So this is the point here where this rope will lose contact first, right? So at this position, this value of y can be determined. Just use this value y, and the value of y will be equal to this much. So basically total length of the string is L. So in the initial condition, right, if we just take the midpoint here, in the initially what was happening, from here to here, this total length was equal to L. So of course if we just take the midpoint, that will be here. So this distance will be equal to L by 2, and this distance will be equal to L by 2 plus this quarter part of this circle, right? That is equal to pi r by 2. So from here we can write this y will be equal to L by 2 plus pi r by 2. Also after some time t, this end has traveled by distance x, so that distance x will also be added. So x plus this distance here plus this distance here, L by 2 plus this distance pi r by 2. So from this constraint we get the value of y in terms of x in this equation number 3. If we just use equation number 1, equation number 2 and equation number 3, using all these three equations, we'll get the value of x as this much, right? So x is the displacement in time t, and this in this time the rope is actually moving with uniform acceleration a, that is equal to f by m. So we just have to determine the time, and we can just use the second equation of uniformly accelerated motion, x equal to half at square. So t will be equal to 2x by a. Just substitute the value of x and we got the answer here.